Everybody else in it? Okay.
I borrowed it from Stephen Curtis. He told me that I could borrow it. I live right up at Studio 6.
C-U-R-T-I-S?
Yes.
What's his first name?
Stephen.
S-T-E-V-E-N?
I believe
P-H-E-N?
so. It's S-T-E-V-E-N.
Stephen Curtis.
Stephen Curtis Turner is his full name.
Stephen Curtis Turner. Okay.
Yes. I call him Curtis.
Okay.
I swear I did not steal this vehicle.
How long has Stephen had it?
He picked me up today.
Have you seen him in it before?
Yes.
How long have you since the first time you've seen him in it?
Well, the first time I seen him in it, I'd say it was about a month and a half ago.
Okay. Do you know how he got it?
No, he bought it.
Do you know that, or you think just assuming it?
I'm assuming it. He's never lied to me before.
Okay.
Ever. He lives over at Balboa Apartments on 51st and U. I had to move some stuff because I'm moving.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that I could, if it's stolen, I mean, you take it back and whatever. But I even have a witness that saw him pick me up in it today.
Okay.
So, I mean, I haven't done anything to the vehicle. Honest to God.
Okay.
I mean, I've worked with the police,
Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll try to get to the bottom of it.
If he did steal it, I'm going to have to go to jail and pay the price for it.
Well, you're in a stolen vehicle. If he did steal it, you're in a stolen vehicle, which is a problem. But if you didn't steal it, then that'll come out in court.
No, you don't understand.
What don't I understand?
The reason why I work with the police, like over on 11th and Garnett, and the counterfeiting.
Yeah.
I work with them on it because if I go back to jail again, then that means prison 4 years. So,
yeah.
I mean,
okay, listen.
Right up the road, and I didn't steal this car.
Calm down. If we can find out that Steven stole it, then and you in it without knowing it, then it'll come out in court.
You don't understand. I can't afford a lawyer. My numbers are on that. I don't. Please, I didn't steal it. I swear on my life I didn't steal it. Can I please call somebody, please?
If we talk to Steven, would he admit that? If he stole it, do you think he'd admit it? Do you think he'd tell us and take?
I have no idea. Can I talk to the people that own it?
I don't know who the people that own it are right now.
Well, apparently it's not him.
That apparently, right. But I don't know who they are. That officer's looking for that information right now.
Can I see my phone so I can call my witness?
Not right now.
I steal this car and I don't want to go to jail. I will work with you just like I've worked with the other ones.
Okay, that's fine. How long have you known Steven?
I've known him since the beginning of the summer, on and off.
For when? Since when?
The beginning of the summer.
Okay, so almost a year now.
Almost, yes.
Okay. How do you know him?
Well, I know him from when I first got released from county. I came to this guy Mark's house, and he lived there.
You live with? How'd you know Mark?
I didn't know Mark. I knew Joey, which now lives in California, and he brought me to the house.
Okay, so you met him through another acquaintance, say, or a friend?
Yeah.
Okay. What does he do? Does he have a job?
He said that he works for his uncle somewhere. He's gay and he talks like really loud because he can barely hear. And I honestly let it go in one ear and out the other.
Honestly, what?
I let it go in one ear and out the other.
Wow, his job?
What he says to me. Because he's rather annoying.
Asked him to borrow his car, apparently, so...
Well, because I had to move some stuff, and I didn't want... He's annoying. I didn't want...
M19 to 136, y'all get out there.
I cannot believe this. Please. Can I work with you?
Well, like I said,
I know where drugs are going on right now.
if it's Stephen
I
Kurt,
know
well, that's
where
what you're working
people
with us
are.
on the other stuff,
Man,
right?
No.
Are you saying you're a CI for somebody over 11th and Garnett? Is that what you're telling me?
I told him things. I mean, I don't know if that's the correct term.
Are you in regular contact with somebody, a detective, or are you just talking about you've talked to patrol officers before about stuff?
No, it wasn't patrol officers.
Okay, so it was some detective or something.
It was the one in charge. I don't know what they're called.
In charge of what?
Over it was the police station over off of Garnett, or no, 11th.
Yeah, that's Mingo Valley.
Okay, Mingo Valley. The sergeant or whatever.
It's lots of sergeants. Lots and lots of sergeants.
I'm trying to do the best that I
Okay,
can.
that's fine.
Okay?
That's fine. We'll figure it out.
About where you can get paper tags for cars that are stolen.
Someone got a stack of them or making them at their house.
I know all about that stuff.
Yeah.
And I'd be more than happy.
How do you know about
to
that
let
stuff?
you in on it.
How do you know about that stuff?
Because I know a lot of people.
Including Steven? Is he part of it?
Not of that, but of counterfeiting.
Oh yeah.
Counterfeiting?
Yeah. I don't always like to give it away right away.
What was that you was looking at? What was that roll?
I don't know. What is that?
What was that big white roll in there?
Yeah, it is. That's
She's moving her stuff.
I was moving my stuff. That's why I borrowed this car.
Is there paperwork in the car for it? I saw it.
I have a cigarette at least. Like,
Not right now. Because we'd have to uncuff you, and we're not going to uncuff you right now.
What's up with all the cell phones? It's quite a collection.
they're mine. My original cell phone got stolen. Those are ones that I have bought. Like they're pay-as-you-go phones.
Okay.
Things like that. If I could talk to the owners, I mean, and like I said, I know where to get the paper
What would you say to the
tags.
owners, just out of curiosity?
What would I say to the owners? I'm sorry, I didn't realize that this car was stolen. I asked for permission to borrow it. He told me that it was his car.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not into the stolen car thing. If I was, I wouldn't be driving down 27th Memorial. I mean, can I please?
It's getting chilly. I can get my jacket out.
I'd like to take all my stuff
All right, right now.
out of the car and just call someone to pick me up. And I'm sorry.
All right. So here's the deal. Who's Steven to you?
Well, he used to be a friend, but obviously I'm rethinking the whole friendship thing.
And we're going to one in the back.
All right.
And we're going
Well,
to one in
Steven
the back.
took the vehicle without permission. Okay. It was reported as stolen. Okay.
Oh,
So you're in possession of it.
I didn't know. Please.
Not to mention your driving status is flagged. So you're not even supposed to be driving. So you're going to jail.
Please, is there anything I can do? I work with them, please. I worked with them on 11th and Garnett with murders and the whole prostitution thing. The Secret Service with the counterfeiting. Please, I told this officer where you can get paper tags and all that stuff. I will work with you guys.
You know what?
I didn't know
You know
it
what?
was stolen. Like I said, it was a sergeant I was talking to. Oh,
She's talking about she talked to a sergeant at MVD.
All right. Well, have a seat in my car. It's a bad day to borrow a car.
So is it a UUMV? Was is Steven listed as the suspect on the UMV?
Yeah.
See if she can give him to us.
Yeah.
says she knows him. She borrowed the car from him. He's listed as suspect. We could take her for what? No DL? This ain't gonna stick since he's the listed and she borrowed it from him, saying she doesn't know. But if she can have him meet her, or tell us where he's at, we can go get him.
Cause he, and also it's an easy sell because
She's
got pulled over and all this.
I think she's willing to do what she needs to do.
See,
do you have anything better on her other than the
you got to read the
traffic?
Report says that mom, I guess, found her keys. It was yesterday's date, so
Yeah.
Thursday. You know, just not very long ago. So I think it was around 3. Said that found her keys were missing. Found out that son took the car, and then when she talked to son, he said that she stole a car from him without permission.
Oh, he said she's involved.
You want to read the report?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't have to. I didn't know she was involved.
I mean, that way
I didn't know she was on the report. I thought he took it, which would sync with her story.
Pull up the narrative on there and read it and see what you think. No, I'm willing to do it.
Please, can you please just let me and my stuff out here? I will call a friend to come and pick me up, and I will show you where Steven lives. If he took the car without permission, right? Right? Please, sir. Please. Can you please look at me and talk to me? Please. Excuse me, sir. Sir.
What?
Is there any way that you can sit down and talk with me? I'm willing to let you guys know where there is a massive amount of fucking stolen vehicles, the dealerships to where they go and get them, the dealership keys, the paper tags. We can talk into the owner of the vehicle.
Do you know who the owner of the vehicle? You keep bringing that up. Do you know who the owner of the vehicle is?
No, but I'm sure they're reasonable. You said that Steven took that car without permission.
Okay.
I didn't know it.
Why would you assume they'd be? Why would you assume they wouldn't think you were the one that took it?
Because he had said that Steven took the car earlier without permission.
Yes, but there's no reason for you to believe that the owner of the vehicle would assume that you aren't the person that took it and Steven is. Unless you know something about it already.
I just know my innocence.
I wonder how much of this stuff is hers because he's loaded down with a bunch of
She said she's moving.
It looks like.
So
It looks like. Stuff
So what are your thoughts after reading that report?
So the mom said Steven took it from her, and he said she took it from him.
Right.
The mom's the only one that has a claim, that has the ability to claim it was stolen from her. He doesn't, because it wasn't his to begin with.
Right.
She definitely probably took it from Steven.
Right.
I think that's possible, but the officer was never able to talk to him. That was secondhand information. It'd be tough to get this in a court to get this to stick on her. Because Steven, I would assume that Steven was just trying to hide it from mom by saying, "Oh, this girl took it."
Probably.
Because it's also possible that Steven loaned it to her and said, "Yeah, just use it as long as you want," because he knows it's mom's and he just wants it out of his hand, so that way he has plausible deniability, so that he can claim, "Oh, she took it from me. I don't know where it is. Sorry, guys." That kind of bullcrap they always pull on us. We could do both of them. We could tell her to give us Steven and then take them both.
Yeah. I wonder if Steven's down at Studio 6, where she was heading.
She says he lives at. She says she stays at Studio 6 and he stays somewhere else. She can show me an apartment complex. I can't remember where she told me. She gave me another address for Steven. I think based off the report, she's definitely. We could arrest her right now for possession of it. I don't know if it would stick. It might. I mean, it'd be tougher. It'd be tougher since mom said Steven took it, and Steven doesn't have the ability to say that, to claim that it was stolen from him since it wasn't his.
I tried twice and I can't get her to answer the phone.
And, the mom?
Yeah.
And
Should I have an officer go by there? Try to knuckle the door and see if they can get a hold of her?
it wouldn't hurt. Who, the mom?
Yeah.
It wouldn't hurt. But, I mean, what would be the What would be the best outcome? What's the outcome you're wanting out of that? Because what is she gonna do? She can come get it, which is great. We can let her come get her car. As far as this goes, what is she gonna say? I don't want to press charges anymore now that I got my car back. Which if that's what, if getting the car back to her is all you really, that's a good thing to do. So if that's all we really care about,
at this point, the thing about it is whether or not.
But if she's gonna do that, and these charges are gonna fall apart anyway. So maybe it is better to get that out of the way now, so that you can just write a recovery. Said mom no longer wanted to press charges, and
at a minimum right now, I got her for driving under suspension.
Yeah.
So she can go either way.
I mean, you're good with her, and you're good with the possession as of right now. No problem.
Yeah.
You definitely got her. I didn't realize she went on the original report, and I thought it was just Steven on the original report, in which case I'd much rather have him in hand than her.
Sure. It's one of those random things. I got behind it, and I was looking at the tag, I'm like, what is that expiration?
But as it is now, based off of the report that was written, if he can prove she took it from him, I guess that would defeat the necessity to have him intentionally keeping the property from his mother. If he couldn't give it back, you can't say he's not allowing her to have her property back. So he has a defense against the UUMV, UUMV. She didn't have a defense against having it right now, I guess, unless, at least not right now. She could claim she never knew it was stolen, but it's kind of muddied.
Yeah. Well.
So it depends on how. If we find him, it's going to muddy it up more. If we find mom, it's going to muddy it up more. Or you could just take the simple stuff you have right now. It's up to you. You can take her for that, and we could work on find someone to still go to mom's house and say, we got it, she's in jail, you guys can figure it all out later.
Yeah. Well, we got a bunch of stuff to take into the division.
No,
you don't.
we can't verify whose stuff this is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's none of it.
If we can't get a hold of mom, we tow the car with everything it is, assuming that anything in it is possibly hers.
Yeah, that's true.
So we just tow it as is, mark on a tow sheet full of miscellaneous clothing and household items, possibly the victims. And if she gets her car back and it's not hers, well, she can call us and do with it what she wants.
Okay. That'll work. I'm assuming the purse.
Because we are under no obligation to assume that she's telling the truth about any property in here being hers, unless it's got her name on it.
David 136. Alright, that's the key to the vehicle. And I'm going to assume this is at least her purse. Well, I could be wrong, I don't know. Leave it in there?
Does it have any ID in it? I mean, if it has an ID in it, then you could call it hers.
There's a little tablets and phones in that purse too. Billboard.
Is this your purse?
He's gonna try to get rid of it.
Is this your purse? Yeah, is this yours? So whose is this?
I told you, I have friends. I just came from.
I just leave everything in it.
Memorial.
She can't say whose property it is. We just leave everything in it. So we've called mom. Do you want someone to go by? Or you just want one of us to tow it?
Just tell me.
Sure. I'd say maybe try to give Steven a call, if she'll give you a number. But the other officer, whoever took the original, couldn't get a hold of him. I don't suppose we're going to be able to either, and I don't feel like spending the rest of my shift trying. Because I think this is all going to be a bunch of BS anyway. I think that's probably the best bet. Is this all gonna? They'll figure it out. Oh, that's not gonna be crap.
Well, what is she doing?
Trying to steal your car.
David 136, 10-10, suspect just stole my vehicle, is heading south on Memorial.
Where'd she go? Is that her right there? There she is.
Come here now!
Get on the ground.
Put your hands over your head. Put your hands over your head. Will somebody unhook her hook so we can put them back behind her back?
Oh, please.
You go back inside. She's fine. She's fine.
Hand behind your back, let's go.
Ow. Ow.
It's in there still.
Ow.
There's some more sword.
Ow. Ow.
Now he do got on a stolen vehicle for sure.
Ow. I can't.
All right, stand up.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Anybody got a cage? She's wiry.
Apparently so.
His car is right
I
there.
told you guys I didn't steal that car.
You just
You just stole a police car.
Now I'm going to jail for over.
You stole a police car in front of 3 police officers and eluded.
Ow. Ow.
I've seen some stupid stuff, but my gosh. And you hit a car with it?
You guys told me that I was going to jail for something that I did not do.
You just stole a police car.
Now I'm going to jail for something I did.
Well, there we go. Silver linings. Is there any damage?
I don't see any, no. Corporal.
It's an easy one.
It's. Ow.
It's a smudge, but someone's gonna have to do it anyway.
Down there with me, I was coming. I saw that. Right from the morning.
Who was it that got off the highway like right behind her?
That's me.
That was awesome.
We heard it. I was on a traffic stop.
I've never seen so many cars converge on one thing so fast. Cause I was right, I ran back to my car, got in, and you guys somehow still managed to get in front of me. I never had my eyes off her. Next thing I know, there's 3 cars between me and her. It's like, how did that happen?
I was trying to get up to him and Mark was trying to get in the car. I'm like, Steve, what the fuck is stolen vehicle? I'll handle this.
Does anybody here have a cage? Did anybody here, did you bring LeBlanc? Cause he's still standing there.
Hey, what's this address?
Hey, Milk,
We're at the studio.
you want to go pick up LeBlanc? He's still at the he's still at the Village Inn. His car's right here.
Can
His car's here. It's the one that got stolen. She didn't bother to give him a ride.
I'm sorry
Is that yours?
for hitting your car.
It's Tim's. It's the maintenance guy. It's my mom.
Where's his apartment?
Hey,
You want to go knock on his apartment?
sweetie,
I didn't want to.
That's fine.
my guy is right over there.
Head your 8641st.
Oh, we're at termination point.
81 East 41st is the address for this complex.
I don't give a shit.
God, you are hateful.
You just stole a police car and drove
yeah,
like shit.
I'm going to jail because I stole a car. You all were going to arrest me for stealing the black car.
Which you could have got out of that
But you
charge
just
if
stole
you
a
didn't
police
steal
car.
it. But then you stole a car in front of
I was willing
us.
to give up fucking drugs, everybody. The heads of all the mobs and
The
the
heads of the
gangs
mobs, you got
and
that?
all that fucking shit. But you guys,
You need to learn the
Hey, you know what? Our bad. Our bad. You stole a police
you know what?
car.
Don't patronize me.
Our bad.
Don't.
Take some fucking accountability for your actions.
I do take accountability for my
Did you
actions.
steal a police car?
You know what?
Did you?
Give me an attorney.
Answer the question.
Give me an attorney. How
We
about
saw
that?
you do it.
No, you didn't see me do it.
I did.
He did. You didn't.
And the in-car camera.
You got a picture?
That
Actually, my camera is
there's a camera in there.
Well, give it to me. I will order
It was rolling.
If I'm going to jail, if I'm getting in trouble for something, then I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to go to jail for something that I did.
Go balls to the wall, right?
Well,
No,
you know
it's
what?
because
All right.
I'm not going to go to jail for something I have not done.
If I'm going to jail, I might as well do something.
Did somebody come on with a cage?
I don't know.
She
asked-
I heard dispatch asked.
I did hear her ask. I didn't hear.
And I asked him to call the owners, please.
For the cars?
I didn't.
We
steal
did.
it.
She didn't answer.
Did anyone respond?
No answer?
She's coming.
Okay. We'll let the corporal decide what he wants to do. We're getting the owner for this car to see if what they want us to do about it.
Coming?
Yeah.
A lot. That's what it is.
It's like no damage. Do you think we should do it anyway?
To Memorial.
Yeah.
And she's on this goes down.
I have to do the cover sheet on it. Well, it wasn't an officer involved.
It was not, but it was city property.
It's true. City property, but
We don't work
Jesus, I don't know. I don't know if that one's in policy. If someone steals a police car in Brexit,
Does anybody need to go back to the original stop?
LeBlanc should still be standing there. I think
Okay, I guess I could go
I
get
do,
him
but
and bring
I
him
seriously-
over.
Melchior, I just yelled at Melchior's going back, I think. I yelled at him when he was walking up and he turned around, so I'm assuming he's headed back over there.
I know you hate me right now.
We have-
but is there any way?
I don't hate you, this
My
is
phone
hilarious.
is in the car.
The best thing that happened to me in a while.
Listen, my phone is in the car.
I'm not giving you anything out of that car.
I just.
I'm not going to assume anything in that car is yours and not stolen.
you were crying up a storm.
I
and
need
being the
those
biggest
numbers
victim I've
on
ever
that
seen.
phone.
If they're not in your head, I'm sorry. I'm not going to assume anything in that car is yours and not stolen.
You won't be able to use your phone.
All I'm going to say
That
that
is the kind of fucking.
there was no
bullshit.
ID in any one of the 4 purses in there.
Because I was.
There's
I
18
was
cell
robbed.
phones in there. I'm not going to assume
18.
any of them are
There
yours.
was not 18.
Okay, I apologize. I'm exaggerating. There was like 5 or 6 at least in the front seat. So I'm not going to assume anything in that car is yours.
All you gotta do is turn on the phone, please.
Let me do you a favor
Your county
and go all the way
wants
back
money,
to the
right?
place where you stole our car.
County wants money, right?
I don't work for county, so I don't care if the county wants money.
Hey,
wants
you think
money.
we can turn his camera off so we can review the video? His car camera?
Whatever.
LeBlanc
Whoever gets the money, okay?
could. It'd be,
You guys got to get paid somehow, right?
We get paid.
You know what? I can do that and get away with it because I look cute.
It's on.
When you do it, it looks.
it was on because he made a car stop. This is the car stop that made that he stopped with. So it's been on.
The guy over there.
What was
The white truck, Angie Frost.
what was the plan? Did you think you was gonna get inside before we got you?
Well, fuck.
No,
We wouldn't
that
lock this
wasn't a
entire
plan.
place down until we found you?
Are those hypothetical questions, or do you really want me to answer?
You don't have to answer, I guess. I'm just
Oh,
curious.
So they're hypothetical. Okay, that's all you have to say.
I don't think you understand what hypothetical means. This
Yes,
is literally
I
a
do.
situation that happened, so it's not hypothetical.
No, I'm talking about your questions.
Rhetorical? I think it's rhetorical is the word you're looking for. Rhetorical is a question asked that doesn't need an answer. Hypothetical is a question asked about some event that didn't really
Thank
happen.
you for the English lesson.
You're welcome.
teacher.
You're welcome. And stealing is what you did.
Talk to you later.
Borrowed.
Borrowed.
That was Mackenzie. Fucking sergeant already knows. I guess Randy's listening to the radio, his brother, and he's like, "You need to call Butter now."
He's not going to live this down for the rest of the year. That's for sure.
He said,
He may have
is
earned
he
his-
all pissed off? Like, I don't know. Everybody fucking left.
He's hitchhiking. He's hitchhiking down Memorial right now.
He's hanging out in the lobby of the village. I go outside, get a cup of coffee or something. I don't know.
You know, you could have got shot pretty easily. You almost ran my foot over. My gun was good.
All right, I think this is your ride. So you got a cage?
Think about.
This will be tougher to steal. This is one of our updated, hard to steal models.
If she can get out there.
Woo. Not even mad. Not even mad. I'm impressed. She slipped her cuffs to the front, and then so we look up, and she's like standing up and saying, "What is she doing?" And she just like hopped over the center, right down into the seat, like a freaking cat burglar,
Like
man.
slow-mo, you're like,
I was like, "What?" It was like she's still in the car.
we're good on this wreck.
No.
Were you ever in
Let me cut
pursuit?
this. And I was trying to get behind